Hello everyone, this is Pandaga Vamshidhar. Today we are going to discuss about computer forensics, which is a well-known updating technology. Today we are going to discuss about the introduction of computer forensics, characteristics of computer forensics, history of computer forensics, goal and the main aim of computer forensics, cybercrime and evidence, types of digital evidence, rules of evidences, computer forensics and methodology, applications of computer forensics, skills required for computer forensics application. As finally, we are going to know about the technology of computer forensics, how it's going to be improved, and history of it. Let's enter into the topic. Introduction. Computer forensics is the process of identifying, preserving, analyzing, and presenting digital evidence in a manner that is legally acceptable. As we go to the characteristics of computer forensics, it is used to identifying, preserving, analyzing, and presenting the data in a legal manner. History of computer forensics. It has evolved more than 30 years ago in us when law enforcement and military investigators started digging criminals get technical. It means a legal act. Over the next decades and up to today, the field has local, state, and federal level. Nowadays, software exploded. Law enforcement and the military continue to have a large presence in the information security and computer forensic field, and the companies continue to produce newer and more robust forensic software programs. And law enforcement and the military continue to identity and train more and more number of their personnel in the response to crimes involving technology. The main aim of this computer forensics is to provide the evidences in a legal manner. The main goal of computer forensics experts is not only to find out the evidence but also to find out the evidence and the presentation of the evidence in a manner that leads to the legal action of the criminal. It means to prove it in the digital way. As we know about cybercrime and evidences, cybersecurity. Cybercrime occurs when information technology is used to commit or conceal an offense. Types of cybercrime: narcotic investigations, trades, copyright evaluations, violations, fraud or theft, burglary, administrative investigations, suicide, homicide, breach of computer security, obscenity, etc., and many. As we go to digital evidence, that is about any data that is recorded or preserved or any medium in or by a computer system or other similar device that can be used or read or understand by a person or a computer system or other similar device. It includes a display, printout, or other output of the data, latent as fingerprint or DNA, can be time sensitive, infragile, and can be easily altered, damaged, or destroyed. We can show the evidence in a digital manner. We can see it by our eyes, or we can prove it in the computer system itself. If we go to the types of the digital evidence, it is of two types: persistent data and volatile data. Nothing but persistent data means nothing but it has meaning that remains intact when the computer is turned off. As we know, if some information may be lost when we switch off our computer, it is called volatile data. Persistent data means if we switch off our computer, the data will be stored in our computer itself. Example: hard drives, disk drives, removable storage devices such as USB drives and flash drives. If we go to volatile data, it is not like that. It will be deleted when we switch off our PC or laptop, etc. Example: deleted files, computer history, the computer's registry, temporary files, and web browsing history. This data would be lost that if the computer is turned off. Rules of evidences: admissible, must be able to use in court or elsewhere. Authentic, evidence relates to incident in a relevant way. That means the evidence should be relevant to that situation. Complete, exclusory evidence for alternative suspects. Reliable, no question about authenticity and veracity. Believable, clear, easy to understand, and believable by a jury. These are the rules. And now, as we go to the methodology of the computer forensics, Document of the hardware configuration of the system, transport of the computer system to a secure location, make bitstream backups of hard disks and floppy disks, mathematically verify data on all storage devices, document of the system date and time, make a list of key search words. This is the method of computer forensics. As we already know that applications of computer forensics, it will be used in financial fraud detection, which is used to detect the frauds financial in the financial cases, criminal prosecution, civil litigation, corporate security policy, and acceptable use violations. If we go to the skills required for computer forensics application are programming or computer related experience, broad understanding. We have to be a good knowledge on that computer related experience and programming and etc. Strong analytical skills. We have to analyze the information in such a broad way. Strong computer science fundamentals. We have to be in depth of computer science fundamentals. Strong system administrative skills. We have to know about each and every part of the systems and laptops. Knowledge of the latest internal tools. Knowledge of cryptography and stenography. Strong understanding of the rules of evidence and evidence handling. We didn't shiver or we didn't get anywhere. We have to find it on our own way. Ability to be an expert witness in a court of law, and etc. Many skills required for this computer forensics. This is all about this computer forensics. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.